Thanks for listening to this lesson introduction on Daniel chapter 7, the vision of the four beasts. You might want to have your study guide and a pen handy to write some notes in the margins. You may remember from the introduction that the book of Daniel was originally written in two different languages, Hebrew and Aramaic. This helps us understand the structure and outline of the content of Daniel. Chapter 2 through chapter 7, the lesson at hand, is a record of the historical period known as the times of the Gentiles. Daniel chapter 7, therefore, is a conclusion of God's revelation to Daniel in which the focus is on the Gentile world. Now let's look at the big idea in this lesson, which is this. Only God can reveal the future accurately because only God has the power to control the future completely. Daniel chapter 7 is the second of 5 visions that reveal God's countdown to eternity. Each of the 5 visions builds on the previous ones and gives new details about how the world will end. It is obvious that God's first vision to Daniel in chapter 7 is connected to God's vision to Nebuchadnezzar in chapter 2. In both visions, there are 4 kingdoms. In both visions, the 4th kingdom is different than the previous 3. And in both visions, the 4th kingdom is replaced by the eternal kingdom of God. However, God reveals important new information about the 4th kingdom in chapter 7. And what is profoundly interesting about the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th kingdom is that they don't even exist at the time the visions were given to Daniel. Which leads us back to the big idea in this lesson, which is this. Only God can reveal the future accurately because only God has the power to control the future completely. As believers, we can know with certainty how the world will end. Now, if I led this lesson, here's how I would approach it. There are 17 questions in this lesson. I'd focus on question 3a and 3b, 7, 8a, which includes a graphic, and all 4 parts, A, B, C, and D, of question 10. The group members will be looking closely at the end times chart in the back of the study guide, so try to help them understand it. I would also remind the group that this is not an easy book of the Bible to understand. I would suggest that they should go through Daniel a couple times before they can fully grasp God's countdown to eternity. In addition to that, I would also remind them to do their best effort on the lessons, and it's okay if they come to the study with some uncertainty about their answers. Lastly, I would remind them that the group practices the volunteer rule, so they'll never be asked to share their answers, read the Bible, or pray. I hope this introduction will enable you to lead in such a way that God is glorified and lives are changed forever into the image of Jesus Christ.